So,
All right, so did you want to do, so for part one, did you want to do LGBTQ as a whole and then transgender, and then we leave gay for next week?
we definitely have to leave the whole philosophy of being gay and
Yeah.
how you develop, you
Yeah.
know, and is it natural? Those kind of questions. We definitely have to leave that for Neil, because then
Yeah.
Neil has some hot takes for it, and I really love debating him. So
For the
yeah,
audience, just for the audience, I'll just mention it again. We were gonna go down three different avenues. First, LGBTQ as a whole, then transgenderism, and then gay lesbian. So like for LGBTQ as a whole, it'd be like Pride Month and things like that. And then
yeah.
for it would be like what did I say for gays again? Like uh
What
forgotten.
if are you born like that
Are you
or
born
something
gay?
like
Are
that?
you born gay, or is it psychological? And then transgender would be like how many genders are there, things like that.
Yeah.
Two. That's it.
But because we're doing
I ended the argument. Just two.
No, I completely disagree with Sarah Budge,
What?
but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
transgenders in sport, things like that. So, well, I guess
Oh.
we'll start with LGBTQ as a whole then.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
All right, question number one: should Pride Month exist? We're starting off controversial.
No.
Do you guys watch Jubilee?
Oh
Where's-
yeah.
You watch
That-
Middle Ground?
That YouTube channel.
Yeah. You watch Middle Ground, where like
It's
someone
so
asks a
weird.
question.
It's
actually sick. It's a sick series, though, isn't it? Come on,
Yeah, it's pretty good. But
you should watch it, Ibrahim. You should watch it.
Hmm.
It's like this, what you've just done, where you ask a question, one of us has to agree or disagree, or you know.
Oh no,
Yeah.
don't you worry. The moment one of you starts talking, I'm gonna bounce right in. And
Okay,
then
fine.
agree with whatever.
Should Pride Month exist? Sarah Bud said no, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I think it should exist.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
You are in salad. We got this. No problems. No problems.
All
Oh,
right.
well, what's that you
Alright. Who wants to start? Who wants to start? With
Well, I
why?
think Sarah Bud should start because he said yes first.
I guess the reason why is because mainly like same reason for why Black Lives Matter Lives Matter month. So
Black Lives Matter.
or Black History Month.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like there's no other like kind of where's straight people month? Man? Where's that?
Well,
What is that?
okay.
It's okay to be straight.
Well, the reason why I think it should exist is because it's like a commemorative month for a group of people that were persecuted really badly in history, right?
Right.
Just like Black History Month, it tells us to remember that society wasn't as equal as it is now. A lot of these people died horrendously. They were persecuted really, really badly, and we should remember that so that we don't commit the same mistakes.
Mm.
And I know a lot, and I do agree, because I think you'll both agree, that Pride Month has sort of become this whole sexualized parade almost, and that all these companies put a flag on their brand so that they sell more during that, but they don't really care at all.
Yes.
And I
So
absolutely agree with you.
Reason why I don't.
I agree with you that point. I absolutely do. But at its core, I think Pride Month is very important and it should exist because it tells us to remember those people.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
argument.
I agree with you. At its core, definitely, the message behind it is amazing. But I think just like every other movement, just like feminism and just like BLM now, controversial, I think they've ruined it. I think they've absolutely buzzed it completely because they've started to, just like you said, they started to ostracize themselves. Did you not hear about the thing in Redbridge where they got a mascot and it was completely like rainbow and it had its dick and its bum completely pronounced? Like it was.
Yeah,
it was like,
man. Why? Why'd you have to do that?
It was in Redbridge. I'm surprised you guys didn't know about it. And they basically started a huge petition, and all the mums were like, "Is this what we're trying to teach our kids? Is this the poison? Like, what is this?" And they've basically done this where they've ostracized themselves to a point where if Pride Month didn't exist, they'd be better off. Because they're turning, instead of helping Pride Month, instead of getting the message out there, they've instead made it so that you want to hate it more. And also, everything is shoved down your throat nowadays because of Pride Month, so I'm even more sick of it. And I think
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been overly sexualized, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. That's the biggest thing. Like you'll see people twerking in the streets and things like that. And while I do agree as well, another point about why Pride Month is good is because it helps people come out as well. Like if people want to come out, they can come out in that month. But like it's so like it's so bizarre now. Everything that they've done. That if it didn't exist, people would like LGBTQ more, but because it exists, people hate it.
Well, I think that there is there's definitely a group of people, definitely a group of gay people and transsexual people, all of them, like, right, that subscribe to LGBTQ. I think there definitely are some out there that really don't like the month.
No, I know.
I really hate it because it misrepresents them. You know what I mean?
Sarah
Like me.
Well, I don't even know if Sarah is really gay or not. I just think
you never know.
The goal would be so bizarre, honestly. It would actually
yeah.
be...
So, but yeah, I think it's kind of like it's really like, because as an idea gets bigger, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd all agree with me. Just like BLM, just like feminism, as an idea but gets bigger and it gains international awareness, that lets more crazy people come in.
Definitely, and they're the most.
Yeah.
And they're the most dangerous because even though they're the minority, they have the loudest voices. Yeah.
They're louder.
It's sad, yeah. Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Did you guys hear about the straight parade?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so right next to the Pride parade, there was a straight parade, and I think they were saying it's great to be straight. That was like their slogan. And they were going to them, and then like the Pride people would like swear at them, and then they'd swear back. And I looking at that, this is what Pride has become because of this. Like, it's so sad to see the decline. And this is a bit controversial, but every movement has done this now. Like, where if you're called a feminist, it's an insult. And underneath Black Lives Matter slogans, everyone's saying all lives matter. Things like that. They've buzzed it completely. Everything's gone. It's over.
It's America's fault. It's all America's fault.
It is America's fault. I agree.
They need to be nuked off the planet, honestly. We'd all be better off.
I do think though that doing a straight parade right next to a pride parade, what did you expect? Like, come on. that's like white people coming together and like and saying all lives matter right next to a BLM parade. You're gonna get attacked. There's gonna be a riot if you do that. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but should there be a riot? Like,
yeah, I know they shouldn't, but should there be poverty? Yes, there is, but we can't stop it, can we?
Yeah, but they have free speech. So they should be allowed to parade if they want to.
Yeah, I know they should be allowed. People should have freedom. People should be allowed to have everything, right? It doesn't change what will happen, though, will it?
It's a free country, man.
No, it's not. Whoever said that you pay taxes, it's not free.
Oh, society, man. Every time
I feel like if we split up the Earth into 3 sections, so Sarah Branch controls one section, and I control one section, Ibrahim controls the other section. I reckon there'd be freedom everywhere, and there'll be peace everywhere. And we come together on Discord like once a month and start arguing like fiscal policy and economic theory and stuff like that. And then we're like, oh, Sarah Branch, you send the spices here, and I'll send you tea, and then we can stop the war, okay?
Exactly.
No, but in your country, everyone would be atheist, so...
No, I'm not forcing everyone to be atheist, but there'd be heavy atheist propaganda. So, I'm just saying.
God does not need you. You do not need God. And then, like, the finger pointing towards the screen or something.
Yeah, it'd be like, don't pray, do something productive.
Do not say bless you. If you say bless you, you get fined.
Yeah, fined 20 times.
Oh, all right. So overall, what do we think? If Pride Month exists, shouldn't exist?
If it's simple, if they keep it very simple, it's fine. But if they overdo it, like how it is,
yeah. If they
at the beginning, it should have existed. But now it's overstayed its welcome.
Yeah. Anti-Pride Month. We'll make what month is Pride Month? Is it June?
I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know.
I think my birth month is the same as Pride Month, which makes me very sad. But I think I share the month with Pride Month. I think what's the opposite of June? It's the 6th, so we'll go on the 12th. We'll do December. December will be from now an anti-Pride Month.
No. I don't think we should do that because then we're literally just. What's our message then?
Yeah, then we're just homophobic, to be honest. Like,
yeah, that sounds mad homophobic. I can't even lie.
All right.
Anyway, I think we all agree on that, though.
Yeah,
I don't think there was really a disagreement there.
Yeah, there is one other thing though. What are they
What?
fighting? Because all the major battles have been won, and but like there are things that they need to fight for, but they aren't fighting for them. Because like there's gay marriage now, and there's a lot more rights. There's been a massive social change nowadays. If you're gay, you've got a much better chance of being liked than say in the 60s. What are they fighting for?
Pride. That's what's called Pride Month.
Well, the Middle East. Okay, well, you said earlier that it helps some people come out.
Right? Yeah.
And I definitely think there are way more gay people and LGBTQ people than most people think.
Definitely.
I think at least probably a third of the world's population has some sort of LGBTQ tendency. Definitely.
Third? I don't know.
Yeah. At least some sort of LGBTQ tendency. I reckon a third of the population has some sort of attraction, or not full inclination, but some sort of murky area somewhere where they're like, I guess I could do that for like a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely.
If you're not gay with the homies, are they the real homies, really?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But anyway, still a lot of the world. Yes, the West has understood. Yeah, okay, fine. Pride Month, you guys exist. Yeah, whatever. But the Middle East, China,
definitely,
Russia, you'd get shot in the head if you tried doing that over there.
That's what I'm saying though, because they have battles that they need to fight, but they're not fighting them. Instead,
they need to fight them where they can fight them, innit?
Yeah, but nothing is going on. Nothing's happening. Like they just riot and then say, "Oh yeah,
riot.
Like let's twerk on the roads." That'll show them, Ukrainians. That'll show them.
I think, man, it's become sort of a tradition now. I believe so. You just do it, innit? Like we have the Sikhs have a celebration. Well, not a celebration, but more like a march that we do once a year.
Oh yeah.
Called Nagar Kirtan, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's for like remembering what happened like in a massacre about 30 years ago. Well, quite a while ago, 40 years ago, I think now.
1984.
Yeah. So basically, and now a lot of people don't like going Nagar Kirtan because it's been transformed into like teenagers hanging out and like meeting up with girls and stuff like that. It's kind of messed up. Yeah, I'm not joking. It's sort of messed up, the whole idea of it. So a lot of people don't like going anymore.
Oh yeah, everything gets ruined. It's so sad.
Yeah, so I think it happens with everything, you know.
Yeah. It's a shame all the major movements have had that happen to them as well.
So I guess
an optimum, like everyone was on the side, and now it's reached an optimum, and now it's declining.
Yeah, I think we can all agree it's America's fault, though. Definitely.
Yeah. But then again, it's Christopher Columbus's fault. He founded America. Well, he founded America.
Well, he wasn't the first to even find it. The Vikings found it.
He found. I'm trying to do the speech marks, but
not Americans. It's the Red Indians, all right.
Yeah, they weren't even Indian.
It's so sad, you know. It's so sad how we just went over there and eradicated a whole race. I don't know, but it's so terrifying though. That's so bad. Like, think about it.
I can't believe we did Columbus, man.
It's actually not the Americans. It's actually the British at the core of everything.
Yeah, the British. They ruined everything.
It's us. It's us.
Oh my god.
I think we eradicated the Native Americans. We trashed all of Asia. We colonized Africa. Britain has ruined the planet.
England is actually the worst country ever existed.
Most wasn't it?
Yeah. And we founded America, which is even worse now.
England is
England is at the core of all our problems. I'm not even joking.
Country to ever exist. Say out there right now.
It is.
It was us the whole time.
Yeah.
Now look at us, bro. Now we're having parties and
I think
Poland, man.
Yeah.
America kind of us saying bottle of water, and then we just get trashed on.
A bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Hey, fair, I don't really pronounce my T's a lot as well.
Well, I say yeah, bottle of water. Yeah.
I say water.
We're just
water.
we're just official.
Water.
Who needs forget unnecessary
Dihydrogen oxide. Say that.
Hydroxylic acid.
Hydrogen oxide.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Monoxide. You don't have to say the monoxide. You just say oxide.
You know, if you frame water in a certain way, you can actually make it seem like a dangerous chemical.
It is.
Yeah, so like
it just sounds dangerous.
Water,
there was
potassium, cesium, name it.
There was this 14-year-old, right? His name was William Zona. He was 14 years old, yeah.
Zona.
Yeah, Zona. And he decided that he wanted to test if people have chemophobia, which is like when people are like unnaturally afraid of chemicals without even deciding.
All right.
And so he basically went to his school and he said, "Oh, did you know that dihydrogen monoxide is one of the leading causes of suffocation on the planet? And you know, and excessive exposure to it can cause damage to the skin, and it leads to massive corrosion, which is like rust. You know, rust. Yeah. It leads to massive corrosion, and it's a massive contributor in acid rain because you know rain is made of water.
Yeah.
And so he basically did it like this. He framed it like this, and like 43 out of 50 students decided that they wanted to ban dihydrogen monoxide.
This is why you take chemistry. This is why you take chemistry.
Oof.
Yeah, so
really have
fun.
3 steps. That's a chemistry joke for me and Salad. The 3 steps.
yeah. 3 steps. Someone
anyway.
knows this too.
No, I've forgotten them. 2 me's simple steps. Yeah.
3 steps, bro.
3.
Simple steps.
All right, so.
All right, should we pick one? Should we go to the massive one?
Yeah, come on.
What is the right age to start teaching kids about LGBTQ?
Ooh.
Damn, I got into a huge argument with my uncle about this.
Tell us.
I basically said you can do it at any age, really.
What the fuck? Controversial takes, bro.
And he said that, no, you can't. And he was like, and I was like, well, if you really think about it, because people still have this mentality that being LGBTQ is like the other.
The other
Option. It's the other one. It's a different thing from being straight. So you have straight in its own corner. That's the normal one. And then you have all the other ones that are like different flavors. People still think like that. I don't think you should think like that. Because they're all equally like relevant and they're all equally natural, in my opinion, anyway.
Natural. So you think babies are born gay and stuff?
No.
That's pretty natural to me.
I don't think you're born gay.
So nurture, not nature, then.
No, I it's the stress diathesis model. Think about that.
Yeah. Psychology.
Yeah. So you definitely have a tendency to be more LGBTQ, I think, biologically. So in terms of, I don't know, hormone levels or brain chemistry, something like that. And then you need a certain level of socialization to really push you over to that edge.
Right, yeah.
And I think that's how someone who's gay or someone who's lesbian, something like that, is born. Well, develops that tendency, I think.
We should do adoption studies, but for gay people, just to test that.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a sick idea, you know? Because I don't think anyone, no one studies homosexuality. I think that's such a sick idea to study.
Apparently, when you do psychology in some unis, they say, "Oh, you have to come up with a study and do it." That's what I'm doing. Fuck it, I'm done. Sorted.
No, but they might reject it. They might be like, "Oh, you can't do this. It's too controversial." But this is mad, though. I really want to do it.
Yeah, that's actually bad.
But anyway,
it would be ethical, right? Because you could just ask for consent and shit. That's like ethical as well.
Yeah, there's ethical, but you can get implied consent by asking the general population. So
yeah.
So, but anyway, I think you should be, because normalizing being gay and being lesbian and being transsexual, all that, I think it's really, really important, right?
Right.
Normalizing it, because I think it's a normal process, and I don't think you should be like, I don't think you should have to come out and be like, oh yeah, I'm different, by the way. Like, it shouldn't be like a whole process where you're either default straight or you go to the other side.
That's what transgender people want as well. I've seen a lot. They want a genderless society where you could just like do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which, there's a huge argument against that as well that we were going to get into, but we'll have to do that for part 2, I guess, if we run out of time.
Yeah, but I think that's core to the idea. And so I think if you teach children that yes, there are people that are different, not shove it down their throat, say, oh, being gay is good and it's the only way you should live and all that. No, don't do that. Right? But I definitely think make them aware. So like if you're watching like a kids show, maybe one couple is gay, right? And it's like a man and a man or a girl and a girl. And so they're aware, oh right, so there are different types of couples that can exist. You know?
Do you think from a very young age they should be exposed to it?
So they normalized it. I'm not saying like, because being exposed to a gay couple is not like sex or something. It's not porn. Oh my days. I don't know why people have this idea where it's inherently more sexual.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's because the media just makes them more sexual a lot of the time.
Yeah, but it's not though. Just say like, this is a different couple, this is a different couple, this is a different couple. This couple looks different, but it's the same dynamic, same thing.
It's not though, but in the media, like those superheroes, what were they? There's like this group they were making a comic. I forgot what if it was Marvel or DC, but they made a comic with the superheroes, and there was like the superheroes were like they said the most sus things you've ever heard, and they were all gay and shit. It was like the weirdest.
See, like if you frame it like that, then obviously it's gonna be dodge.
And then Pride Month as well. We just talked about like everyone just heavily sexualizes it to some next level. It's ridiculous. And like that Red Bridge. I'm surprised about the Red Bridge mascot. I'll look it up. I'm surprised you didn't know about that one.
Yeah, it definitely should be regulated to a certain level. But yeah, I think anyone can be exposed to this idea that there are different people out there. It's like saying to white kids, oh, we shouldn't explain to them that black people exist yet. It'll be too traumatizing or whatever. What kind of rubbish is that?
Because like skin literally makes no difference at all.
So does being gay. You're still a human.
No, but it's a lot more complicated though, because it's like the sexual, like there's
How?
a lot.
That's not for you to decide.
Because you imagine trying to learn at a young age that some people you have to refer to as they them, even though in English you learn that the definition is that.
Well, imagine trying to see a different person that has completely different color skin to you, completely different hair to you, completely different background.
Everyone looks different though. Like that's just.
I know, but imagine a society where you can't show people that other races exist.
Yeah, but that's never gonna happen though, because
exactly. It's never gonna happen because it's stupid in your eyes, right?
No, it's not even that. It's just the fact that skin color is just like you don't have to use different pronouns for someone if they're black, do you?
But why does that matter though? I'm saying that showing something different is important.
You learn like the definition of they them is you have to use this when there's multiple people, etc. And
well, it's a stage by stage process, right? So you don't immediately go in and say there are these people that you have to say they them, and it breaks all English. No, but like slowly ease it in that there are different people, they have different tastes or whatever, and like.
Yeah, and I feel like you wouldn't be able to ease that in at such a young age. Like I think
you would. Absolutely.
It wouldn't work. I don't feel like it would work. Especially since like I feel like the best age would be like when you start going through puberty and stuff and you start like realizing these things. I feel like that's the best age. Not this. This is way too early.
No, I disagree. Because at that point you've learned that there's a certain way in society. And so showing someone that's gay, and especially when you've gone to school where the whole idea of being gay, because everyone's going to school and everyone knows gay is an insult.
Yeah.
Right? So, so when they've gone to school and then they pick up a show and then there's a gay couple in there, immediately they're put off.
Right.
Immediately. That breaks it down then, doesn't it? It breaks down the whole idea of the communication. If you remove all those biases, the only way you can remove all those biases is from doing it from a younger age. Because kids don't have biases.
I mean, but if we look at it from a certain standpoint, have you been brought up with transgender and gay from an early age? Things like that. The large majority of us nowadays have not, and yet we still end up like because the majority of people are fine with gay people and all that stuff. Like we're all fine with.
Not all of us. Not all of us.
Yeah, the majority of us. So clearly we're doing something right.
No, I don't agree. Not even the majority of us.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of us, like especially me, for instance, I was raised in a very religious family where LGBTQ is essentially seen as you're going straight to hell. And etc., etc. Idea still ended up like open to the idea and stuff. So I feel like even if it was exposed to me at a young age, I don't think it would have changed anything at all.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I think I don't think it changed me either. I agree, but I think for those kids out there that are extremely homophobic, I think it would have definitely made a difference to them.
I don't think you'd really be homophobic as a kid. Like
I know, but those kids that grew up to be homophobic.
I don't know. I feel like if you grew up to be homophobic, the time to change it would be in your teenage years. That's like the best.
Have you gone to our school, Ibrahim? Right? Our school is majority Muslim, right?
Right.
You know, most of them believe being gay is like a disease.
Do they?
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah.
Being gay is a disease.
You have to expose. Yeah. It's not gay. That's why it's transgender. That's called like gender.
No. That's the whole idea. The whole other thing. Being straight is normal. All other things are diseases.
Wait, let me go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm having trouble.
Yeah, all right, fine. Sarabaj, give us your take on this anyway.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. Like, pretty much everyone else at school calls it like being gay is like a disease. Like, you just hear everyone else saying, "Oh, that's gay." It's like it's just as an insult.
So, what do you think should happen then? Like, do you think kids should be exposed at the idea that gay people exist from a younger age, or do you think it should be when they're older?
Yeah, I guess so, as a young age. But honestly, I thought everyone was like gay when they were young, when they were a little kid. I'm not joking. Yeah. So I actually thought everyone was born gay because you don't have that feelings yet developed.
Oh, right. Oh, so you're like your best friend is a boy.
Yeah,
and like
he's
your best
boyfriend
like,
and all that.
No, not boyfriend, but like.
Well, that's what I thought.
Where you hang out with boys more when you're a little kid. If you're a boy.
Yeah, that's why.
Corona.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
Sorry?
What were you lot talking about?
Oh, I was asking Sarabaj's take, and he said, he agrees with me.
Wait, Ibs, you were saying what superheroes were gay or something like that, weren't you? Like some LGBT superheroes.
I remember there was something like that. I think one of them was called Snowflake or something. And like,
wow!
I'm not even joking. I'll look for it.
But apparently Wonder Woman's bisexual.
Oh, that reminds me of J.K. Rowling. You know, like that.
And Superman, both bisexual.
Well, Superman's an alien, though, isn't it? So it doesn't really like count.
That's just racist. So you saying they don't have any sexual feelings.
Anyway, me and Ibrahim, I think we'll just have to agree to disagree then. I guess.
Probably.
But Sarabaj backs me, so I have power of vote. Just saying, you know.
Not yet.
Unfortunately, not.
Until the transgender one comes on.
Oh yeah, it was like Superman's kid or something. I don't remember.
Superman's kid.
Wait, let me put a picture up.
Are you talking about WandaVision?
No, I don't think I haven't watched WandaVision. I'm not sure.
Because I know her son is meant to be gay.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
WandaVision's son is meant to be gay.
John Kent, I think it was. When the third Robin. Wait, what the heck? Is Robin gay as well? What the fuck? I just did a Google search and I found out Robin's gay. Hello?
It's gay.
No, there's no way.
That makes sense.
Let me send you official art. I'll put it in the chat. The picture of.
No, don't send official art because it's gonna be sex. I don't want that. Come on.
It's not gay. Like, I mean, it is gay. But this I can't remember where this is from. It might have been Superman's son, or something. I can't remember.
Anyway, let's move on to the next topic now because I think But I do think if we showed kids at a younger age, it'd be more accepting to be gay.
Yeah,
I feel like wouldn't it be more damaging because you'd want to fit in then?
No,
like a lot of people.
We're not saying to replace straight people.
No, but as in people would start being like, oh, I should start questioning my sexuality, and because it's been given such a positive, like you should come out, like it's
okay. I think I
don't feel like that's how it works.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like because kids aren't that stupid. I know people think they are, but they're not that stupid. All right, pause right there. Put American before kids. All right, now say the sentence again.
American kids aren't that stupid because the American adults are the stupid ones. It's the American adults.
It's the adults. It is the adults.
It's the adults and it's the boomers that have like.
Yeah, and where are the kids learning from? The adults.
They're learning from TV. That's why we have to change TV.
They're also learning from the adults.
No, they're not, because adults are stupid, and even the kids know that.
Kids know that.
We always loop back to America being the problem, don't we?
America, man, the dumbest country ever.
Apparently, they only know about 0.5 languages. 0.5.
What?
0.5 average.
Well, I know two. I know English and Punjabi.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
you don't
English
just speak Punjabi.
Hindi, technically.
If you
Technically,
if,
Hindi because they're the same language in Urdu and Hindi. They're like
I feel
90%.
like, yeah,
Because if you know one of them, you technically know all of them.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
If you know Urdu, you know Hindi and Punjabi. And if you know
Yeah,
Punjabi, you know
exactly.
Urdu and Hindi.
If you know Punjabi, you can understand anyone speaking Urdu and Hindi. If you know
Yeah.
Urdu and Hindi, you cannot understand Punjabi. Like, if you guys say sentences in Punjabi, I won't have a clue.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more
yeah, that's
slang.
true.
Punjabi is more slangish. It's
yeah,
like
it's-
because it's farmers kind of language.
Yeah, it
that's
is
how
true.
we use it.
We have some proper Punjabi words that you have no idea what mean.
Proper, man.
Like tup. Do you know what tup is?
Yeah.
Do you know what tup is, Ibrahim?
I have no clue.
What is tup?
It's the sun. It's the sun.
Yeah, it's like proper heavy sunlight on you.
Yeah, it's proper.
You'd say Suraj, innit?
This Suraj.
This is Suraj.
Yeah, we'd say tup. It's like it hits you, the sun. The sun hits you, innit, with this heat.
I feel like Punjabi, when you speak Punjabi, you spit a lot more. You're like, "Tupu," like things like that. You guys just use the harsh terms. Like, where's the
It is. It's way
You know,
harsher.
it's quite a rude language in some form of way because
you
it's
guys
just
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
honest.
anyway, let's move on to the next prompt.
You know the reason why Pakistan's better than India? Like,
Is that go now? That's a separate debate, man. It's the British fault. It's the British people.
I'm outnumbered. I shouldn't do that.
Anyway,
No,
let's move on to
Brandon,
the next
Brandon.
prompt. Next prompt.
Prompt, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump into. Do you want to go into transgender then? Wait, how much time do we have left? We have 13 minutes and 48 seconds left.
All right, so let's
I guess we can start with.
transgender.
All right.
Cool.
How many genders are there?
Two.
This transgender is the most deep one out of all of them.
2.
Oh no, there are loads.
2. Define gender first.
All right, wait. Let me explain. This might make us run over a bit. I'm kind of contemplating whether or not to do this. But shall we talk about the main discussion in LGBTQ, with transgender people?
What's that?
All right. So they say essentially that we should live in a genderless society, and that you should be able to come out as whatever you want, and that words like men and women don't have definitions because you can't. Everyone should be able to determine what those words mean. So if you were to ask a trans person, what does the word woman mean, they wouldn't be able to tell you because they'd say, "I'm not a woman, so I can't define it." Things like that.
It's so easy. Just say a tits and a vagina. Cool.
But that's female. That's female.
Definition.
What's the difference then? What?
So the difference is there are only two sexes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
There's male and female. You can't change that. We know that exists. You
that's
can't
the
add a third sex. Yeah, that's the biological aspect of it.
Okay.
But gender is purely a sociological construct. So gender shows like what women are meant to be and what women are meant to be. What men are meant to be, sorry. So women are meant to be like, the whole idea is like you wear dresses and you're quite sensitive and you're soft spoken, like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a man is meant to be direct, strong, harsh,
big dick,
stuff like that. Yeah. Right, that whole idea, right, of like being a man. But it's purely sociological. It's purely purely how all of us agree a man and woman should be.
You can think of it as like sex is between what's between your legs, and gender is what's in your head, right?
Fair enough.
So like, because we agree that now, we agree that men and women are meant to be like that now. But if you go back like 20,000 years ago, right?
Yeah.
A woman was the leader of the whole like village. A woman would do all the tactical thinking, while the men would go out and be like soldiers and hunt, like a queen almost, right? But that changed completely. That changed completely with the agricultural revolution, where you know how the whole idea of farming. If you're a man, it's easier to farm than if you're a woman, right?
Right.
Because you're bigger, you're stronger, you're faster, and so men were considered more valuable during the agricultural revolution.
Right.
So that's the whole idea of, you know, men becoming more important in society than women becoming more important developed from. And then obviously we go further from that and sexism developed, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's more feminism rather than LGBTQ, really, though.
Yeah, but it's the same sort of concept of where the whole idea of man and woman came from.
Yeah, I guess
man is meant to be strong. Man is, you know, this.
I guess the thing, a lot of trans people have this really weird idea that you're not biologically, like, if you come out as something, your biological gender also changes.
No, that's not
biological
true.
change never changes. That's why you can dig up bones from like 100 years ago and you'd still be able to tell what they were. And you wouldn't know what's in their head, but you'd still be able to tell what they were.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's such a weird argument to make, especially since it wouldn't even matter, would it? Because like, no one's going to refer to you as like your biological gender.
Right. I think because you know transsexualism, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wanting to become like a different gender or wanting to become a different sex for some people when they want to take surgery, right?
Right.
That is actually like classified as a psychological mental health problem in the DSM.
Is it?
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's in the ICD because we follow the ICD in Britain. But in America they follow the DSM. And it basically comes under gender dysphoria.
Wasn't it recently changed? So it's not a condition anymore.
I'm not sure because I'm not sure if you should do that because like
if
it's
a condition. Like, I think it's a mental condition, honestly, and a horrible one.
You think transsexualism is a medical condition?
Yeah, such a horrible one as well. Like imagine being born and in a body that you don't think belongs to you. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, in the ICD, in the ICD, it's called gender identity disorder.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm not. I actually agree with that. I think it is a sort of disorder, if you can call it that.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Transgender no longer recognized as a disorder by the WHO, is what I've found.
Well, the ICD seems to disagree.
Yeah, and who's looking at the World Health Organization anyway, bro?
They don't do anything, man. Who?
Exactly,
the Who. We only need one Who. And you know the band The Who?
Yeah, of course. I know. What's the best song from them? I've forgotten it.
Baba O'Reilly.
Yeah, that's it. Baba O'Reilly.
Perfect. I love this thing. That won't be fooled again. I love that one. My Generation. Oh yeah. Now it's a music podcast.
Sorry, bro. We went to music for a second there.
I'm just sitting here like, what are you guys on about?
Sorry. Classic rock, innit? Classic.
I told Toomey you look like the lead singer.
Yeah, with the frizzy hair.
Yeah.
Alright, so gender dysphoria, I think
mental condition?
It absolutely is, but it's one that I don't think is really detrimental.
It's one that I guess you don't really get to choose if you're trans, do you, in that case?
No, I don't believe it's we're gonna go into that part 2, yeah. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Right, yeah.
So I want Anil to talk about that, and that's when I'm gonna crap all over him. So.
Yeah. Part 2, because then we could have. Oh, God damn it! I know you've done this to us. If I swear, if he comes tomorrow, next time, says one sentence and says I have to go take a shower, I'm gonna lose it.
you take 6 hours in the shower.
I'm gonna take a train to his house if he does that. I'm gonna take him to his house filling his friends.
So what was the original question? What was the original question?
I basically explained. We were gonna go over like the main discussion between
transgenderism,
trans people and not trans people, and essentially not trans people. They say that because these words like he, she, they have already been defined as man and woman. If you say that, as a trans person, I can't define what a woman is because it's not for me to say. Everyone who wants to identify as that should find a definition for themselves, and there's no definition for it. If you're identifying as something that doesn't have a definition, are you really identifying as anything at all?
Wow, that's a question.
That's the question, isn't it? it's such a weird. I think, and then you could also like it's where it's really deep. You could start getting into like left versus right and all kinds of shit. But we won't go that far in. But I want to ask you lot between the two sides. Number one, the genderless society of the. I was about to say left there. The genderless society of the transgender people, and the fact that you shouldn't be able to define what man, woman, these kinds of words, and that it's up to the person who identifies as, versus the group that says these words already have a definition. We should go by the book. If you can't define it, you're not really identifying as that. Which one do you agree with more? And we'll end on this is why I was saying transgender is the biggest section of all three of the sections.
The latter option.
The latter one. So you agree with the anti-trans people?
Yeah, you know what? It gets confusing, non-binary, they, them, man. You look like a woman. I'm going to call you a woman, okay? I don't give a fuck. It's confusing.
Oh, damn. That's a hard one, actually.
I told you, transgender is the biggest one out of all of them.
It's just getting confusing now. Like, people say you can be anything you want to be.
Yeah,
you can be anything you want to
be.
All you have to do is believe.
Anyway,
it's Sona, you get my innuendo.
Yeah. anyway. Ibrahim is still confused. But anyway, I think that I agree with Sarah Brudge, actually.
So you're both on the anti side.
Yeah, what about you, Ibrahim?
I'm also on the anti side. I think transgender is absolutely stupid, that idea.
They're making it too confusing,
Come on.
What transgender? It's all right to be transgender. What's wrong with that?
No. The transgender point of view of a genderless society, and man, women doesn't have to be able to define yourself. Like, come on, bro, shut up.
No, but do you think they should be? Do you think they should be allowed to make their own gender?
No, it's stupid.
It's more confusing that way.
I think they should absolutely be allowed to make their own gender. If they can't redefine what man and woman are, then they should be allowed to make something else. Like,
man, woman, or I don't know. Those are your options: man, woman, or I don't know. If you don't pick one of those, I don't.
Why? Why do you have to restrict the options like that, though? Why?
Because it's stupid to have other ones. Like,
why? How is it stupid? It's a gender. Gender is a social construct.
Give me an example of another.
No, it's stupid to have other sexes. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's only two sexes. That biologically tells us two, right?
So you're fine with like all the neo pronouns, they, them, those kinds of things.
What the hell is that, man?
No, I'm saying someone who wants to identify as something that, because all I agree with, if I ever met someone who had like those pronouns, right?
Right.
I'd just say pick one, and that's the one you're sticking with forever. I'm not going to change it, even if you decide to change it, right? Because then it becomes hard for me. I'm not compromising my mental health for your mental health, all right?
Exactly.
So
that is so true.
You choose a few pronouns, and I might say them in front of you, but I'm saying they them when you're not here. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Just accept that.
Yeah, that's the point.
But I'm just gonna go the other way.
Even if I disagree with it, I absolutely believe in the right to make your own identity.
Freedom.
Yeah. If you don't follow the identity, it's like it's considered rude and it's shoved down your throat. I don't want to live in a reality like that, where you're imposed.
Well, can you imagine if someone basically like just doesn't agree that you are who you say you are, basically. Someone who doesn't call you by your own name, basically. Imagine that.
I mean, names. No, you could spin that around the other way. Like, what if I said, like, because you don't get your own pronouns a lot of the time. What if I said, I want to be, I'm defining myself as brave and handsome, and my pronouns are amazing and brilliant. And if you don't refer to me as amazing and brilliant, you're homophobic. What would you say to that?
Is that a gender that you're identifying with?
I have the right to do that. Yeah.
Is that a gender you're?
My gender is brilliant. Now you have to use my pronoun. Like,
that's not a gender though.
Why not? I can.
That's an adjective.
Good term according to them. There's no definition for it. So
there is brilliant denotes amazingness and perfectness.
Wherever you want to be.
No, that's not true.
That's what you're bargaining for, then.
No. I believe in the freedom of. I believe in the freedom for a gender identity, but I don't believe in exploiting that freedom. You're exploiting it quite clearly.
Have you not seen the ridiculous amount of pronouns that are just like demon or
Who's
vir,
this?
vir,
Who's
vir,
more
my God.
Joker?
vir? Have you heard of vir pronouns?
Oh, he's getting kicked out.
There's demon pronouns of demon pronouns. Have you not heard of these?
No.
No, man.
They exist. They are real things.
Well,
What?
they're just retarded then.
There's also things like I am transmasculine, non-binary, attack helicopter.
I agree. I agree. It's confusing. I agree. It's confusing, and you don't even have to agree with it because I don't agree with it. But do you at least believe that they have the right to do that?
The thing is, when you have the right to do that, you end
like
up with
it.
this.
Huh?
It's like this. It's like this. It's like you guys eat meat, yeah. I don't eat meat. Boom. And I don't like it. But
What? Say again. Say again. You kind of
It's like you
say
guys
that
eat
again.
meat. You guys eat meat. I don't eat meat. I don't like it. But I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That.
That's just a choice. But when you open up the right to
yeah, that's what it is.
go ridiculous, like that's like me saying, okay, how do I put this in a way that makes it sound as stupid as possible? All right. You have two choices. You can either eat meat or not eat meat, right? And then I'm like, all right, but you have the freedom to do whatever you want. And I decide, all right, I'm going to eat human flesh because I have the right for that. And it's not illegal, you know?
Well, if they're dead already, then
yes, it's not illegal. You're right. It's not illegal. Yeah.
You'd judge me heavily for it, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't care.
What? Oh,
you look like people who give fucks.
As long as you're not, as long as the people that you're eating from are either already dead or consenting to it,
right?
I don't care.
What about spiritual people? Why do you care about them?
Oh, because they're stupid.
All right, then yeah.
Because they can't pick a side, and they don't really know what they believe in. That's the problem.
You just counter my points out of spite, and that's it. Like that's
no. Spiritual people are just religious people that can't quite admit that they're religious. That's spiritual people. Oh, I believe in a higher power. I believe we're all one of the. Shut up. Just shut up. Why is that rubbish?
People who abuse these transgender people are just as stupid, though. And
they're just as stupid as the spiritual people. Yeah,
and you're fine with that, though.
But give me an example of someone who, because I believe that some people genuinely believe that they're different gender.
And pronouns and they, them, they. There's like they, them, theirs, them, theirs. They combine the words. They combine they and he. What about them? What about people who say that?
I don't agree with them.
What about
I don't agree with changing them. Thems. Yeah, they know those ones. Them, they, them, whatever. I don't agree with changing them because they don't have an identity associated with them.
There's people that say that they're he, she, and they. What would you say about them? They have the right for that.
No, I'd just call them them.
They don't. Those people don't exist. People that are he, she, and they. But if you say that, it's homophobic.
Well, no. I think because I don't think you can change them, they. I don't think you can change that because the whole point of that is that it's not associated with an identity, a gendered identity. It's not associated with it. It's meant to be unisexual.
Yeah, but people change it. They have the right.
No, I don't agree with that then. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
They agree with very specific things, right? Like what? some specific things, like you can have demon pronouns, but you can't change they.
What the heck is a demon pronoun?
Search up the demon. There's so many ridiculous pronouns out there. I'll search up.
Oh, man, I'm searching up demon pronoun. What even is that?
Non-exclusive. Dem, demon self, demonic self, dem, demon self.
Nah, they can piss off with that. Sorry.
Angel King.
Fast. No, I'm just saying them.
Gra, Grace himself. Ask Lucifer, Lucy for herself. That's also one.
No, I can't. I don't even believe that. That's not true. I can't believe how are they using my name as a gender.
So this is what you're agreeing with. Let's give everyone the freedom so they can do this.
I don't think you could legally stop them from doing that. But and I think you could disagree with it as much as you want. But they could do whatever they want technically.
They could do whatever they want, but like
I could disagree with it, and I disagree with it, of course, because that's stupid, right? Yep. But I think if someone reasonably asks you, Ibrahim, refer to me as they and them, would you be okay with that?
No, yeah, I'm fine with they and them, but if someone comes up to me and says, refer to me as demon self, I'm going to turn around and walk the other direction immediately.
Yeah, right? Fair enough.
I I think to summarize, you can do what you want, use whatever pronouns you want, but don't expect others to follow your insane standards. I feel like that's the way we should describe it as.
Except they and them. They and them is fair enough.
They and them is fine because I feel like the three main options you should pick from are he, she, or I'm not sure. That's like the you should
I'm
have.
not sure. I believe you can have any gender you want, right?
Queer.
But the pronouns are different. The pronouns should always be they them.
Yeah, that's what they them because like, you're not sure, so you just use they them because you don't like.
Some people have a gender, like they believe that they are like non-binary or something or whatever, right?
Right.
But I think if you're different from male and female, or sorry, if you're different from man and woman, then you should just use they them. So they them is for anyone who doesn't feel like they're a man or a woman, basically.
All right. Yeah. I feel like they them.
Yeah.
A lot of categories. If it's people who aren't sure, if it's people who don't fit in either category, but starting to make up things like Lucifer self is just ridiculous. I feel like.
Yeah, how dare you use my name like that? How dare you?
And that's the freedom you're giving them, I'm afraid. So
yeah. Well, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
See, I fought for freedom in heaven, and this is what you do in my name.
What you get?
Sona, you do realize they're going to be the ones joining you in hell, like afterwards. Like you're gonna.
I know.
You're the one going to be ticking off and putting them into hell.
No,
you know.
I'm taking Anil with me first because he thinks he's right. And, you know, it'll be a real shock to him to realize it's actually the Mormons that are right. So
the more, words from saying itself. Here we go.
Yep. Enjoy, guys. I'm telling you right now, the Mormons are right. Just letting you know.
Well, that was More Joker. Did you guys see that there's someone in the Discord called More Joker who just joined up?
Know.
Who's that?
I have no idea.
Anal.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
it's Anil!
Well,
there you go. Anil, when are you going to be ready? Because I want to debate with you next time.
I mean, I can talk for a bit now, but
we've reached
how
our
long?
hour.
How long?
Oh, you've reached your hour?
Yeah.
We can. I'm free. So Salad said he had a problem that he couldn't do 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in like 3 minutes.
Oh,
yeah,
right. We'll have to save it for part 2 then.
Sorry, bros. Do you want to be here for part 2?
I guess so. Yeah. What time?
Yeah, right. So we'll reschedule it then.
Really get into transgender, so that's going to be when it's seriously live. Because what we've just discussed right now is not even the beginning. I'm telling you, transgender is the most interesting of all the LGBT parts.
But I'm not going to be at 6'4" for 5 days because my brother caught COVID. So.
Oh damn it!
Oh no!
It's fake anyways. Fake.
I know, it's so annoying because now I'm missing mechanics and I can't even do that because maths is like a madness.
Mechanics, yikes.
All
right. Is there any last words you want to say, I guess? Any ending closing statements?
I think Anil should make the closing statement and then we'll jump off next episode.
He's been here, he has no idea what we were...
Everyone's going gay.
Yeah, I'll go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
But so what do I do? Do I just say?
Say the most universal shit you can ever say, just anything.
Oh, okay. My closing statement is anyone who's trans is automatically sexist.
Ooh, next time.
And Anil believes that we'll go to hell.
Part 2.
Anil believes that we'll go to hell too, just saying, so.
Lads, you know I just remembered.
Huh?
What? You're gay.
I just remembered that this is episode 11, so you know what that means next time.
What? The final?
The finale for season 1. So we have to decide whether we're doing racism or religion first. The finale first one.
Oh my gosh, religion is so peng. I can't even. It has to be like 3 hours long.
Just remember, you're going to be the one doing the hosting for that one because I did it this time. So you're next.
Fine. But then who's it going to be up against though? Because I think Anil is going to be definitely in religion side.
Who's not? Who's religious? We're Suleiman.
EK.
Not me.
EK and Suleiman.
EK. But can we get them on though?
So Anil is Christian, so we've got Christian perspective, and Suleiman is Muslim, so we've got the Muslim perspective, and then it's just me and Ibrahim, and then Sarabaj can just be there in the middle laughing at all of us.
Yeah, Sarabaj can be the ref.
Yeah, right.
But then we're gonna need a lot of people for that one. 5 people.
I was gonna do it as if it was like a religion Royal Rumble. So like I'm in there first, just talking about Knitbag News, and then just immediately jump in after 2 minutes, and we just start arguing. Something
Or
like
if you want, we could switch sides where basically
yeah.
where I'm basically atheist for one half of it, and then I have to switch and argue for religions the other half.
All right, look, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna set a timer. I'm not gonna tell you what the timer is, how long it is, and the moment it ticks to 0, I'm gonna say swap, and we have to swap instantly. We'll do it like that.
All right, fine. Anyway, we haven't said bye for this part of the episode, so
Goodbye. Bye bye.
Thank you everyone for watching episode 11. I was joined by Sona and Salad and Anil right at the end. Thank you, lot.
yeah. So
Fuck you.
are we recording part 2 next time with the Neil and Sarah Budge?
Yeah, so that'll probably be the first episode of season 2 then.
What time do you want to do it? What time?
Well, next week is religion, so the week
right. Okay.
we religion. I mean, maybe.
All right. So when you guys are in sixth form, make sure to make Anil and Solomon join. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
So our mission objective.
All right. I'm gonna
shit on for LGBTQ as well, because have you seen his mad thoughts on religion? I mean, not LGBTQ rather, LGBTQ.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna go now.
All right. You've been watching Infallible. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Say bye,
Fuck
Salad.
you. Fuck you.
Say bye, Anil.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
All right.
Enter the command first. Try watch.